Come here. Say hi to everybody.
So this is Lady. She is a composing companion. She is typically sitting at my feet at my desk when I'm writing music. Okay, ready to go? Okay.
Choral music from scratch.
If you're joining us for the first time, my name is Christian and I am a choral composer. This is episode 4 in a series where I'm walking you through from the very beginning of writing a choral composition all the way to the very end, start to finish. So if you haven't been able to watch the previous episodes, there's going to be a link in the description for the full playlist that you can catch up. And if you're a music teacher, there's actually a free download linked below where you can download a correlating question sheet so that you could actually hand this out to your students, use it as a little assignment. They can watch these videos in order to get the answers that are on the question sheet. In our previous episode, we just finished writing the very first iteration of the main melody of this piece, which is called Eclipse. And so in this episode, we are going to be adding more harmony to the melody. This is really what's going to be giving the melody its flavor, I guess you could say. You'll notice that in this one, I don't do a lot of specific part writing, I guess you could say. I'm really just figuring out what harmony, what chords do I want to use underneath the main melody that the sopranos are singing. Later on, we'll actually make the alto and the baritone part a little bit more specific to what they're actually going to be singing while still keeping in line with that harmony. But for right now, we're just figuring out the basic harmony before we flesh it out any further. And if you're watching this and you are a choral composer, young or old, comment below on how does your composition process differ from mine, or do you do anything similar? I'd love to know what you do and maybe even learn some tips that I could do going forward as I'm writing choral music as well. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you've been enjoying this series, and let's jump into it. Okay, now I also want to point out right here, I already circled it, but right here is when we change the harmony. So you're going to notice I'm going to play this section. I'm going to play both sections with the ostinato going underneath. And then once we get to here, you're going to hear the harmony change because we just had the basses move down, bass baritones move down to a different chord. And so this is one of my favorite chord progressions. Whenever you have the main melody on law, kind of like we've been doing, that's kind of the the center of this melody is on law, which is what the sopranos are doing here. But underneath, you have a chord that is based around fa.
But what does that have to do with anything?
No, he's got a point.
And so what this does is it just creates a really cool effect of really intensifying the sound, and makes it sound very, very, I don't know the best way to describe it, very serious and very dramatic and epic, I guess you could say. I'm a huge fan of this kind of sound. You'll kind of see what I mean when we get to here. But for now, let me just play it so you can see what we got so far. Okay, and so I didn't have it repeat there, but we are going to have it repeat. So I'm going to go ahead and, I know this is the chords I want here, and then I just need a little something to fill in right here. So we're just going to write in, let's see, bum, bum, bum. This is going to stay, bum, bum, bum. And then this is going to mirror the alto part for now, is going to mirror this, but just slightly above. Oops. Okay, and then you probably also heard I kind of varied the soprano melody a little bit there just to kind of give it some closure in what it was saying. It's not like an open-ended sentence, right? It's actually finishing the sentence. And so now in context, let me just play it from this part again. Yeah, so that's it. I mean, I think this is enough material that I'm going to work with to develop this entire piece.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
Now, if I was to record a video every little thing I did, we'd be here forever, right? So after this video, I'm going to work a lot on just developing this and developing the ostinato, which we did in the first video, figuring out how I want to fit the harmony between the baritones and the altos and the sopranos, and then also developing the actual melody that we have come up with. I don't want this to stay in the soprano voice. I want the altos and baritones to be able to sing it at some point. And so between all those different things, plus I might add some accompaniment still. I'm still not 100% sure right now. I'm just thinking of it in an a cappella sense, but I think I might do an accompaniment because I really don't want to lose the energy of the ostinato over here. And it might mean giving the accompaniment that ostinato while all three voices can be singing the main melody in harmony at some point. That's what I'm thinking, because I think this is a very, the opportunity to be very powerful if we have all the voices singing the main melody in harmony together while the piano is really hammering away with that ostinato. That can be pretty cool effect, I think. So I'm going to end it here, and again, probably in the next video you're going to see a lot more progress that has been made, and I'll kind of walk you through what I've done since then. But hey, this has been fun so far. I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope you're having even more fun singing it at this point and already kind of seeing where I'm going with this, because again, I forget that, hey, I mean, you know the outcome of this already. I do not at the time of recording this, so if there's stuff on here that you're like, well, this ain't even in here, well, I mean, hey, we'll see how we get there. And there we go. That is episode 4 of Choral Music from Scratch Eclipse Edition. I hope you've been enjoying this so far. This next episode is going to be really fun. This is whenever we start making our first major strides in developing the piece overall. You're going to see I've made a lot more progress in the next episode. One of the biggest elements that I will have added in this next episode is the accompaniment, the piano part that's going to be accompanying the choir. So far, we've just been working with the vocal line specifically, but this is whenever we start adding the piano and it really starts getting interesting. So make sure that you have subscribed and hit that notification bell so that you can see the next episode when that comes out. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next episode.